Jif peanut butter. It's that jiffing good, it doesn't really need advertising. So instead, enjoy the calming sounds of the ocean. Jif. Ooh, it's that jiffing good. Get your Jif at Jif.com.
I was deep in it, gaming on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. Unfolding the screen made it twice as big and so immersive, I kinda lost myself. Might have trolled a little too close to the sun. Someone in the chat told me to touch grass, so I took my Z Fold 7 outside and kept playing. Still won, got a tan, and a nice little reset. Powerful processor, realistic graphics, you stay locked in, streak stays alive. Can your phone do that?
The new Galaxy Z Fold 7. Get yours at Samsung.com.
My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled. But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
Lowe's knows that no matter your paint project, saving is at the top of your list. That's why when you shop today, you can buy one, get one free select Valspar and HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams one-coat coverage interior paints via rebate. Shop these deals in-store or online today at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details. Offer valid 8/21 through 9/3.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Woo! Kool-Aid drinkers, Detroit Koolaid drinkers, it's your boy at Chops in the D coming at you with another one of those delicious Honolulu blue flavored Kool-Aid packets. You know how we've been doing all summer. We've been giving you the Kool-Aid packets on a Monday. We've been giving you the Kool-Aid packets on a Friday. And now we're giving you the flagship show on every Wednesday too. And folks, before you know it, the regular season will be here. It'll be time for real football. Oh, this training camp, this preseason, it just seems to be dragging on and on and on, but that's okay because we've got news and notes from training camp. It's the last week. Thank the makers. We're almost ready for real football. You know how we do. We don't have time to mess around, so let's just jump right in. And we are all aboard the hashtag golf train on this week's Detroit Koolaid Cast because I want to start with a little bit of fireworks. You know, I feel like I've taken some time off. I haven't been driving the hashtag golf train. I haven't been conducting. I haven't been giving my boy JG16 all the love and the shout outs that I've been given over the last years and years since he's been a Detroit Lion. But it is seeming like he is ready for another amazing season. He is just clicking on offense. That's what I'm hearing. Of course, we're sharing practice. I got a little bit ahead of myself there. I'm already talking about the golf train. We haven't even set the cue. Let's set it up for you people. It's training camp. It's shared practice with the Houston Texans. And all the noise that I hear coming out of the training camp with the shared practices is that the offense is rolling. That JG16 is dropping dimes down the field to hashtag JMO Fast. That we've got these just crazy battles on the wide receiver side. You know, I heard there might be a little bit of like a Raymond Khalif sighting today. Heard he was absolutely balling out. We know the rookies have been shelling out. It's this wide receiver play all preseason long has been fun. You know, we haven't heard much about Tom Kendi because all these other dudes are just balling out. Dominic Lovett, of course, my boy Tez. And you know how Amon-Ra does. Or wait. I can give it to you better than that. You mean Amon-Ra? And that's the majestic version. But you know what? Let me see if I can find. I think we might have another one for you here. What about this one?
Amon-Ra.
That's right, folks. ARSB has been balling out all camp with the hashtag golf train. And guys, this offense is ready to go. Like, there is not going to be a blip. I haven't even mentioned the running backs yet. You know, the gimmicks that we do with D-Mo or my boy D-Money or the elite weapon in Jahmyr Gibbs, also known as Ja. And that two-headed monster is just going to be ready to be balling out. And of course, you know, we got to give a shout out whenever we're talking about the offense. We're talking about the golf train. You know, we got to talk about the Laporta supporters, because Sammy Biscuits, I think, is ready to bounce back for a nice year 3. He turned some heads his rookie year. Last year, again, just so many weapons, not a ton of balls be able to come his way. But look, I think he's ready for a nice, not only NFL, put up some stats there, but I think he's going to have a nice bounce back in fantasy football too. So for all you fantasy folks out there, if you can pair up the hashtag golf train with the Laporta supporters, you're going to be happy on that front. I may have just done that the other night in a draft that I was in. So not going to dive too much into more fantasy football. We know that's the host of the show, Derek Oakley's favorite topic. So let's continue on with training camp talk here.
This episode is sponsored by Friskies, who would like to tell your cats hi. Now, if that didn't get your cat's attention, there is one thing that always does the trick. Just pour some Friskies crunchy food in the bowl and you'll hear those paws come running. Works every time. With so many Friskies choices, you can always bring your cats running from their secret napping spots. There's always more to explore. See for yourself at friskies.com or visit your local store.
Got some good news for your ears. More of that good stuff is coming up. And even better news for your hair. The best hair care is at Sephora. They've got all kinds of products for every kind of hair. From brands like Amika, Kerastase, Day, and K18. You knew where to get great audio. Now, you know where to get great hair care too. Sephora. Good news for great hair. Shop hair care now at Sephora.com.
Brooks Running reminds us that we're all powered by something. Whether it's the me-time energy of a run after a day at the office, the electrifying energy of your first marathon, or the infectious energy of a group run with your friends. No matter what energy powers you, Brooks has gear specifically designed to unleash it. So lace up and let it out. Let's run there. Visit brooksrunning.com today to learn more.
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
At Starbucks, we've more than doubled parental leave for full and part-time baristas, giving them up to 18 weeks of paid time off, so they can be there for early bedtimes, late nights, first laughs, and spend more time with the best company they know. At Starbucks, benefits like parental leave are just the start. Learn more about Starbucks industry-leading benefits at starbucks.com/partners.
Another one, Tyleek, continues to impress out there. He is getting the most of these first-team reps. He's adjusting to the speed and the physicality of the NFL game. He's just making his way into the backfield as a run stuffer, but again, he's making big impact plays right away. So I'm excited to see what this guy is going to do. I heard today he had just a booming hit on Nick Chubb in the backfield. So I'm excited to see what Tyleek can do. We know that Aleem the Dream, aka is not quite ready to go, but Tyleek and him with DJ Reader up front, there's going to be some big boys. They're going to be able to stop the run and then also get a little pressure on the interior, which is going to lead to pressure on the outside with this guy.
Unleash Hutch. I'm ready to unleash Hutch.
That's right, Dan freaking Campbell, because the Hutch rule is in play again. Even in these shared practices, I heard that he had at least 3 sacks in this first day of camp with the Houston Texans. CJ Stroud was having flashbacks from those days back at, that school we shall not speak of, when the when the national champion Wolverines were just taking it to his team. I think there was a game where Hutch may have had, like 3 sacks on him alone. But again, it was flashbacks to this.
Hey, listen, Ohio State sucks.
And it just makes me laugh and smile every time I think about all the boola that you heard about CJ Stroud and all those wide receiver weapons, and they still weren't able to do anything against Hutch because he was just unleashed. He was on fire that year, and he's ready to continue that. He is a full go. He is ready to pick up right where he left off last year before the injury. I cannot wait to see what Hutch has in store, the record-setting season he is about to have. Another big setup on the defense here. Again, the secondary for the Lions has been nice. Had a really nice day today with 4 interceptions total, with Amik getting in the mix, with Maddox, with Barku, and then, Kirby Joseph. That's right. He's back on the field. He was balling out yesterday. Again, just another great sign for him to be healthy and ready to go. The all-pro safety heading into the last preseason game. I highly doubt he's even going to get too many snaps in this game that is happening on Saturday. But, the secondary as a whole is just balling out. I hear, nice day from TA. And again, I got to go back to Terrion Arnold. We've been scratching our heads now for almost, I don't even know, like a full year, maybe a little over a year on a good nickname for him. I think we're just going to have to stick with TA going forward. But TA was balling out today. Amik had a nice game. DJ Reed just impressing as he has been. I can't wait to see this revamped defense out on the field, healthy and ready to ball. I know there's just been a lot of talk about what are the Lions going to do, are they going to make big moves? Are they going to kind of stay pat? Are they going to be, continue with this ho-hum offseason, which they, people think they did. But I just think people are sleeping on the fact that we played so well and with so many injuries. With everybody healthy, there's no way we're going to be as injured as we were last year. So with everybody healthy, with the full complement of players that we've drafted now and that we've selected in free agency, this team is ready to take it to the next level. Oh, and by the way, I heard that, Fabio, a.k.a. Thor, was flying all over the field today. It seems like he may have knocked off some of that holdout rust that was kind of, hanging on to him here, and he was running around, blonde hair flowing in the wind, just rocking it out there, making some really nice plays. I heard he had the play of the day today from several sources, so...
Learning through play starts with Lego Duplo. With Lego Duplo, toddlers can develop real-life skills while having fun with colorful bricks made just for them. Large, easy to grip, and safe to explore. When children express themselves with Lego Duplo, they build patience, problem-solving, and empathy. See your child learn perseverance and self-expression with everything they imagine and create. Visit lego.com/preschool to learn more.
It's back to school season, and Clorox is donating 2 million disinfecting wipes to classrooms across America. Because back to school means things can get a little bit messy. Just ask second grade teacher Mr. Torres.
Put me and just one Clorox wipe on a team? We can take on crayon smudges, sticky fingerprints on every surface, sneezes on the door handle, juice box explosion by the sink, snack crumbs, and don't even get me started on the bathroom passes.
Clorox disinfecting wipes. Teacher's #1 wipe.
Think about it. Bathroom passes.
Clean feels good. Based on unit sales data.
Chronic migraine is 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they start. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It prevents on average 8 to 9 headache days a month versus 6 to 7 for placebo.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com, or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
At Blinds.com, it's not just about window treatments. It's about you, your style, your space, your way. Whether you DIY or want the pros to handle it all, you'll have the confidence of knowing it's done right. From free expert design help to our 100% satisfaction guarantee, everything we do is made to fit your life and your windows. Because at Blinds.com, the only thing we treat better than windows is you. Visit Blinds.com now for up to 40% off site-wide, plus a professional measure at no cost. Rules and restrictions apply.
Class is now in session, and the UPS Store is here to help you ace arriving on campus. Our certified packing experts can pack everything you need, from desktops to decor. Plus, when you pack and ship with us, you get our exclusive pack and ship guarantee. Your items arrive safe or your money back. Restrictions and limitations apply. To get a 20% off packing coupon and for full details, visit theupsstore.com/packing.
Just another really big camp here for the defense. Again, making Houston look a little silly. I know it was a bit neck and neck, but once you got some of the second and third stringers out there, but our starters are ready to go, and they were balling out and locking it down against Nico Collin, CJ Stroud, and Nick Chubb and some of those other players on the Houston Texans side. We already dove into the offense a ton. I told you a little bit about the Raymond Khalif show out today. So nice to see him getting in the mix. He just kind of seems to be that forgotten man with all the rookie play that's going on, but he had a really nice day. One of the things that I am a little concerned about in this, talking about special teams and Khalif Raymond, ball security just seems to continue to be a problem or a big talking point all throughout training camp and into these shared practices. It starts to make me wonder if Khalif Raymond is going to get back out on receiving kicking duties, because I'm hearing more and more about turnovers, more muffed punts, drops, all these things that are happening on the special teams. You know that MCDC has no time for turnovers in the kicking game, and so that group is going to have to clean it up, or Dan freaking Campbell is going to get all over them. It's going to be a rough day if they don't get that stuff tidied up. And of course, we just don't tolerate turnovers here in the D when this team has Super Bowl aspirations. All right, let's look at the injuries. I think I went the whole last pod without talking about injuries, but lo and behold, here we go. It's a Friday. Yesterday, Graham Glasgow leaves practice with an apparent leg injury, and man, oh man, we cannot afford to lose anybody in this starting five on the O-line. Of course, again, with Frank Ragnow retiring, these next five, next man up, they have to stay healthy, or the Lions may be in trouble. This may be a spot where I think the Lions may look to address, if there's a player out there, maybe a seasoned vet who doesn't make a 53-man roster, the Lions may look to make a move to get a depth player, especially if Graham Glasgow is injured beyond missing some games. Another thing worth noting on there, when Graham went down, the Lions did not slide Tate Rat over to center position, but instead they subbed Kingsley in. So I don't know if that's, take it for what it's worth. I don't know if it really means anything. I don't know if they're happy with what Tate Rat's doing on the guard position, and they're just going to look to rotate a different guy in at center as Tate Rat continues to develop to be a backup center. But I still think that's going to be a focal point for this team, until they get out on the field, until we see it in the real action. The offensive line is going to be a focal point here. Are they going to be able to keep JG16 clean? We know that JG operates better with a clean pocket, and it's going to be really important that those starting five can just keep him clean, allow him to do his thing, to pick apart the defense, get time and space and ability to find that open man. I heard someone the other day talk about how Jared Goff is just that guy who puts the ball into a spot better than any other player, that he sees the field develop. He's able to see the routes. And if the guys are going where they're supposed to go, he anticipates better than what any other quarterback in the league. So you love to hear it. I'm giving the hashtag Goff train a lot of love today, because I just feel like I haven't done it enough. And you know what? Here, let me give you this.
I love the Lions.
And not only do I love the Lions, I love my boy, Jared Goff.
What does every USAA member have in common? Family. We're one big family who supports the military community and their eligible families.
And if you, your parent, or spouse served, you could join our family and save big on auto insurance. Visit USAA.com/join today to check your eligibility. Membership eligibility and product restrictions apply and are subject to change. USAA means United Services Automobile Association and its affiliates, San Antonio, Texas.
Talk about stepping up! Bang! Bang! It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
Who says you can't be the topic of conversation for all the right reasons? The Hyundai Tucson Hybrid pairs bold presence with advanced technology and sleek style. It's everything you didn't know you needed in an SUV and then some. Okay, Hyundai. Visit HyundaiUSA.com to learn more.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, this is Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast, here to help you make the most of your summer with Michelob Ultra, a superior light beer worth playing for. Play for it with the guys when you're competing to see who can sink more birdies on the golf course, because winning tastes even better with Ultra on the line. Play for Ultra. Fill your fridge with Michelob Ultra this summer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Few more injury news and notes. Oh, it's not looking good for the assassin. It looked unfortunate news coming out that he will probably miss the season. I know he's had some posts on Instagram and social media. Rumor is he'll be put on our IR to open up a spot for somebody else to shift in. We hear that Josh Pascal is also still a couple weeks away. I think there was some hope that he maybe be ready for the regular season, but it does not look like that's going to be the case. So the Lions will probably look to have some kind of makeshift side on the left there outside of Hutch with Davenport, Muhammad, Lynn, and Akua. So, again, the rumors continue to swirl. Will they make the move? Will they make a move? Won't they make a move? I kind of like this group, but if no one is really standing out, again, I feel like this is just that other spot where after the 53-man rosters are cut, and folks, I don't think you realize, we are 4 or 5 days away. Next Tuesday is when the 53-man rosters have to be locked into place. It is right around the corner. There will be lots of names out there that are getting cut, that are being released. The trades are starting to pick up. We'll dive into that a little bit. And, Rod Wood was on the interview this week talking about how they're not, how do you respond to the people that say the Lions are afraid to make a move? And he said, we're not afraid to make a splash. He's like, we just believe in our guys in the locker room. We've got known commodities. We know what we have with our players here. And, bringing a guy in from the outside, it's an unknown. Is he going to fit the culture? Is he going to fit the mentality? Is he going to respond to Dan freaking Campbell? I mean, again, anybody who doesn't respond to Dan freaking Campbell, I don't know what you're doing playing football, because that is a leader of men, an alpha, so, but again, it's just that known commodity versus what you don't know. So, I think the Lions are going to make some tremendous big splash? No, I don't. Do I think they're going to make some savvy pickup moves as guys start to get put on the roster, as other guys move on to the IR? Yes, I absolutely do. The trades are starting to pick up, like I mentioned, around the horn. NFL trades, I think there were 3 or 4 trades just yesterday alone. Nothing crazy, mostly depth guys, some late round picks here and there, swapping of picks, moving a guy that was probably going to get cut for a 6th rounder, whatever. But the rosters are starting to take shape, and teams are starting to realize what they have, what they don't have, what they don't need. So again, big questions out there. Is there an edge that will fit the Lions? Is there an O-line that may make sense? You still have these 3 big names out there with Micah Parsons, Trey Hendrickson, and Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry. Will one of them be signed or moved, or what will happen with them coming up to Tuesday? And then, of course, I think the other one that, is probably intriguing minds want to know, but at this point for me, it's like, whoop-de-doo, Basil! Who cares? Will H2O gain a roster spot on the 53, or will he be let go and attempted to put on that practice squad?
It's summer. Time to enjoy long days, lazy nights, and zero cooking. Because Uber Eats has deals all summer long. So, when hunger strikes, don't sweat it. Delicious deals are just a tap away on Uber Eats. Enjoy all your favorite food delivered straight to you. Get Burger King, Subway, Popeyes, and hundreds more local favorites and savor every last bite. Now that sounds like a good summer. Order now on Uber Eats. Terms apply. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Ooh. Find your next ride at Autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
With a major selection of the looks your kiddos love, starting at just $4 in the Walmart app, a new school year means a stylish new them. Who knew? Find skater skirts and Crocs that say, I'm casual but cool. Sparkly sneakers that say, it's my classroom, you're just learning in it. And preppy polos that say, I'm the teacher's pet, even if they're mommy's menace at home. Find their favorite styles starting at just $4 in the app. The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso Virtuo Coffee Machines. Ready to enjoy the bold flavors of barista-quality Nespresso iced coffee at home? Simply fill a glass with ice and press the brew button on your Virtuo Pop machine to enjoy rich double espressos roasted to stand up even when chilled. Refreshingly bold iced coffee. Refreshingly easy to make at home. Visit Nespresso.com to shop now.
Oh, but you know what, folks? Before we know it, I'm excited because this preseason, like I said, has seemed to drag on and on and on, and it's probably that extra Hall of Fame game that we got. But it just seems like this has really been a long off season. I cannot wait for it to be September 7th when we are headed to Green Bay, when we are ready to start to defend our NFC Championship title.
The King in the North!
And again, against the Cheddarheads. So, the mozzarella sticks of Packerville. It's not going to be a frozen tundra to kick off the season. We'll be ready to go into Green Bay, slap around the Cheddarheads. Like I said in an early Kool-Aid packet, I am only acknowledging the Vikings and the Packers in the NFC from now on. So this is a 3-team division. No offense to Joey Sports Guy, from that city that's kind of a little bit west of us. I heard they have a new turncoat coach. They newly extended some quarterback who isn't their golden boy, but maybe he could be their golden boy. Are they making a move? Are they not making a move? You never know what's going to happen in that town. The town that wins the offseason and then never wins any actual games. So we're not even going to consider that. But I will tell you that on September 14th, the Detroit Koolaid Cast will be hosting a tailgate at the home opener outside Ford Field. We're going to be right outside Comerica Park like we do. We've got the spots selected. We'll have food. We'll have tables. We'll have gimmicks. We'll probably have props. That we are going to be serving up the Kool-Aid.
Drink it in, man.
And we'll probably have some of this.
Cornbread!
Oh, maybe let's make it a double.
Cornbread!
And I can't wait to see you all there. Real football is around the corner. Get ready for these roster cuts. Get ready to lock this team in. Get ready for the regular season and marching on to the Super Bowl.
I love the Lions. Say it with me. I love the Lions.
Woo! Hashtag choppy liking.